In the records of ancient history, every king and prophet eventually met the same end, but one single man, Enoch, reportedly bypassed death entirely and ascended directly into the heavens while still alive. If you look for him in the book of Genesis, you will find only a brief, mysterious footnote. Enoch walked with God, then he was no more, because God took him away. He left no grave and no tomb. Yet a massive piece of the story is missing. An entire book attributed to him once existed, detailing the secrets of the cosmos and the origins of a global catastrophe, but it was systematically scrubbed from the modern Bible. This text did not simply fade away through neglect. It was actively identified and suppressed by early religious leaders during the formation of the official canon. The decision to classify these writings as forbidden points to a deep conflict. It suggests that Enoch's account contained details about our origins so volatile that they were deemed unsuitable for the general population. The core of this suppressed history is found in the Book of the Watchers. It describes a group of 200 angels whose original mandate was to observe and protect the early human race. These angels abandoned their heavenly stations and descended to Earth, specifically choosing the summit of Mount Hermon as their entry point. Led by an angel named Samjaza, they took a binding oath to violate the laws of heaven by taking human women as wives. This union resulted in an unnatural lineage. Their offspring were the Nephilim, massive, violent giants that the earthly ecosystem was never meant to support. These creatures rapidly exhausted the world's resources. They consumed human crops, turned on the animal kingdom, and eventually began hunting humans themselves to satisfy their hunger. The rise of the Nephilim wasn't a minor social issue. It was a catastrophic biological event that threatened to wipe human life off the planet entirely. The Watchers didn't just introduce new bloodlines, they also introduced forbidden knowledge, concepts that humanity was not yet ready to handle. An angel named Azazel taught the art of metallurgy for creating weapons of war, while others introduced witchcraft, astrology, and dark spells to the population. This sudden influx of technology and occult practice threw the ancient world into a cycle of greed, violence, and large-scale warfare. The chaos reached such a peak that the archangels intervened, capturing the rogue Watchers and binding them in darkness beneath the earth to await judgment. This provides a different context for the Great Flood. In the Book of Enoch, the flood is presented as a necessary reset, a way to purge the Nephilim bloodline before it could permanently dominate the earth. The event was a desperate biological measure designed to save the human species from extinction at the hands of its own corrupted protectors. Before the flood arrived, Enoch was pulled from the earth to witness the structural truth of the universe firsthand. He recorded the mechanics of the stars, the primary source of historical and spiritual understanding. However, as the early church hierarchy grew, the text was increasingly viewed as a threat to established doctrine. It was eventually labeled as Apocrypha, a classification that effectively removed it from public reach. This move successfully scrubbed the account of fallen angels and bloodthirsty giants from the official record, burying a significant chapter of the ancient past for over 1,000 years. In 1947, a series of caves in the desert of Israel were found to contain a vast collection of ancient manuscripts that had been sealed for 2 millennia. Inside these ancient pottery jars lay the Dead Sea Scrolls, a discovery that would challenge the world's understanding of biblical history. Hidden among those scrolls were fragmented pages of the Book of Enoch, proving the text was physically real and valued by ancient scholars. This evidence confirms the book wasn't just a myth, an actively preserved record predating the church's decision to erase it. If a history this significant could be successfully hidden and only recovered by chance from the dirt, we have to ask, what other truths about our origins remain buried?